Some food trends, as fresh and exciting as they may seem, are actually potentially pretty dangerous. Popularity doesn't mean the people pushing a particular fad have really done their research. Here are some of the most surprisingly harmful food trends and techniques you've probably seen show up in your social media feeds.
All right, well, be real careful because it's hot.
Raw water. As the unfiltered, untreated, unsterilized spring water micro-craze known as raw water started trending in 2018, around 800 million people around the globe were being forced to drink essentially that same stuff and dying from it. That's no exaggeration, as the World Health Organization estimates that contaminated drinking water causes more than 500,000 deaths a year. That's 500,000 people killed every year by being forced to drink the stuff that's flying off the shelves of trendy first world shops, bought by people who have access to clean water. So while commercial raw water may look clean, the CDC warns that it can contain animal feces and be host to harmful bacteria, viruses, and parasites, a fact met with mockery by many late-night TV hosts.
I'm getting a pine needle, neighbor's tennis ball, and just a hint of raccoon scat.
Activated charcoal. It makes your food look pretty cool, but activated charcoal is not totally benign. It's true that charcoal is great at capturing and removing things like heavy metals and other chemicals. That's why it's used to filter water and remove those same impurities that can make you sick when you chug a bottle of raw water. But there's a catch. As nutritionist Fiona Tuck told Huffington Post Australia, not only do our bodies detox themselves, but activated charcoal is only going to absorb what's in your digestive system. That includes vitamins, nutrients, and prescription medications. As gastroenterologist Patricia Raymond told Women's Health, it will also lessen the effectiveness of those medications, and yes, that includes birth control. It's also been linked to causing all kinds of gastrointestinal distress, and if you happen to breathe it in, it's entirely possible it's going to damage your lungs. Adding cinnamon to everything. Love cinnamon? You're not alone. CNN reports it's not just delicious when you add it to your latte, you could be getting some medical benefits too. For this reason, people are adding it by the spoonful to their coffees, on their toast, and even in their soups. But there are a few different types of cinnamon, and the cheap stuff we get at the store might not have all the health benefits the more expensive varieties do. That more affordable stuff is called cassia cinnamon, and NPR reports that EU research found that high doses of it could cause liver damage. How much is too much? Less than you think. The EU suggests no more than a teaspoon a day for the average adult. But there's good news. Not everyone seems susceptible to this liver damage, and if it's caught, it's reversible. Edible flowers. There's no denying that desserts decorated with edible flowers are very pretty, but botanist James Wong noticed something else about a lot of these desserts, and that's the frightening fact that not only are a lot of these flowers not edible, they're downright dangerous. He wrote a piece for The Guardian warning would-be social media superstars about the danger in using some of the flowers they employ for finishing touches on their foods. Wong stresses that while there are plenty of pretty flowers that are perfectly edible, you should know the difference before popping a few on top of a cupcake. Some cause swelling, sores, rashes, and even liver failure. Liquid nitrogen. In 2017, the Pensacola Interstate Fair was serving up a liquid nitrogen-treated dessert called Dragon's Breath. According to Today Food, it burned at least one girl when she touched it, sending her to the ER for some emergency surgery to save her thumb. That's not even the worst injury caused by the stuff. Back in 2012, The Telegraph reported on the tragedy that befell 18-year-old Gabby Scanlon. She drank a correctly prepared cocktail made with liquid nitrogen and suffered a rare reaction that led to the removal of her stomach. So yeah, don't eat anything that can do this.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Home-brewed kombucha. Kombucha has been regaled as a cure-all for conditions and ailments ranging from high blood pressure and arthritis to cancer, but according to the National Capital Poison Center, your homemade kombucha might come with a serious risk. Because of the process used to make home-brewed kombucha, there's a chance the brew will turn toxic. Since it's highly acidic, it can eat away at whatever container it's been fermented in and become contaminated. The Poison Center says there have been reports of lead poisoning and hepatitis stemming from home brews, and people have developed conditions like inflamed heart muscles, cardiac arrest, and severe muscle weakness. It's been linked to at least one death, and they also add there's not much in the way of substantiated health claims that confirm this is the health tonic it's touted as anyway. Is it worth the risk?
I ordered a kombucha, which I did not realize contained alcohol. It was described to me as a healthy, organic tea. Next thing I knew, I was 70 miles away, wrapped naked in a blanket, shaking off a meth high.
Thanks for watching. Click the mashed icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too.